Greg Larnerd here for ESPN 105.1 The Zone. We're here at Chattanooga State hanging with the softball team off the diamond with Chattanooga State softball. Let's meet our next guest. All right, we're here with Ashlyn Holland, first baseman, third year here at Chattanooga State. First and foremost, I have to ask, because that's sort of unprecedented being a junior college, what's it like being back for a third season?
It's super exciting. I didn't think that I would get the opportunity to be here anyways, And over the summer, I contacted you. I was like, I don't know if I'm going to come back and play another season. It was super hard, but I chose to come back, and I'm super excited that I did.
Well, very cool. I'm glad that you're here as well. What's your favorite thing about playing at Chattanooga State?
I guess just the atmosphere and it being like family. We're all super close. G's like our other mom, Brandon, he's like a dad to us all, and it's just family.
G is Coach Golden, correct?
Yes.
Just wanted to be sure. If people didn't know who G was, I assumed, so I just want to make sure that people knew who she was.
Yes.
You are the cleanup hitter. You're the first baseman. I have to ask this question because as I was a first baseman as well, I didn't hit a lot of home runs, but I hear you hit a lot of home runs. So what's better in your book? Is it better feeling to hit a home run or to rob somebody and make a great play at first base?
Oh, that's hard, but I guess for me, it would definitely have to be the home runs. All my life I've worked on being that home run hitter, cleanup hitter, like scoring runs for other people, but also making that crazy play in the field, diving after a ball at first base. That also gives me good feeling too. So I don't know, it'd have to be pretty close.
Pretty close, but it would be the home runs.
Yeah, I think so.
That's probably what I would go to as well, just probably because I didn't hit very many home runs. So for you, it's probably more natural, but it's still a great feeling when you connect on one and you send it out of the yard. Let's talk a little bit about your mindset as a hitter now. When you step into the batter's box, what's going through your head? Do you think a lot? Do you not think? Do you try to clear your head? What's your mindset stepping into the batter's box?
Well, when I hit the best is when my head is clear, I guess at the beginning of the game, you kind of do have to think a lot, what are they going to throw? You don't really know their intentions at first. And then once you do, you look for your certain pitch or whatever, but I would most likely clear my head. Yeah, if I think too much, then I try to overdo it, and then it's a mess. So.
It's not good for anybody when we overthink it. I mean, that's in any walk of life, really.
Right.
All right, so now I know we're on opposite sides now and things are a little bit different, but you're a right-handed batter, so that's why we had to switch things up. So tell me a little bit about your stance. Let's see your stance. What makes it unique to you?
There's not really much to it. I always just try to stay very relaxed in the box, because if I get tense, I seem to mess up a lot. But I just kind of, even legs. I'm super loose in my hands, and everything's pretty tight.
Are you right off of the shoulder here, or are you off the shoulder? Do you move? You have a lot of movement? What's it look like?
There's not a lot of movement with my hands. I kind of jiggle my front leg a little bit. I don't know, just to get ready, but just pretty loose.
So the foot wiggle in the front, that's kind of like a timing mechanism or something like that?
Yeah, I guess you could say so. It just, I don't know what feels good, and I just wiggle it until I'm ready to plant, and then I plant and go. I don't know. It is kind of weird, but
it's all about being It's all about being comfortable in the batter's box. So now let's talk a little bit about somebody who has influenced you either on or off the softball field in your life.
I would definitely have to say my mom. She's pushed me so hard to work for my dreams and everything, and she's been at every travel ball game, every softball game. I have 2 siblings, so that's hard as it is, but she's definitely always been there to push me and encourage me to do my best.
That's great. Love Mom. Are you superstitious at all? And if so, do you have any? What are your superstitions?
Yes, I have a few. I always wear these bracelets in every game, and they have to be in order, or it freaks me out.
Do they allow you to wear the jewelry while you playing?
Yeah, in college they do, which I never got to do in high school, so it's something like, I always wore them on a daily basis, but they would always be like, you have to take them off before the game. So I got really excited when they told me, you can wear your jewelry, and I was like, okay, great. And so, I don't know, that's probably my biggest superstition. I don't think I have any more.
Okay, so what about pre-game routines on game day, things like that? Do you have to, as a first baseman, do you get some scoops in before the game? Do you work on ground balls? Do you take hacks before the game? Is there anything you do, listen, music, eat a meal, anything like that?
I think, we have our own routine as like a team, and we'll hit for probably 30 minutes, and then right before, probably 20 minutes before the game, we'll take some ground balls and stuff like that. But then I'll take about 10 minutes before the game actually starts and, clear my head and get ready for the game and think about, how we're going to get through this, how we're going to win, so yeah.
Very good. Now, Coach Golden, or Coach G, as we've learned about, if you could describe her in one word, what would it be?
I think it would have to be supportive, in life, in any aspect, in the game, she's always there to push you, even on your bad days, you don't want to go through with anything. You just, oh my gosh, I'm doing so bad today, but she's always there to support you and to keep pushing you.
And if you weren't playing softball, is there another sport that you'd want to play, or there'd be something else that you'd be doing?
In about 7th grade through high school, I played volleyball. I loved it a lot, but, there's nothing like the atmosphere in a softball game. So if I had to pick, it would be volleyball, but I don't want to pick, so.
She's sticking with softball. She didn't even want to think about anything else. Talk to me a little bit about maybe some life goals that you have for after softball. After the game's done with, what do you want to do? Do you want to stay in the game of softball? Do you want to move on to do something else? What are some of your goals?
Well, I think this is going to be my last year to play softball, just because I feel like my body can only take so much more, the beating down. But I'm working. I hope to continue my degree in the medical field. I want to be an RN. So that's just going to take a little bit more of school, but I hope to pursue that.
Very cool. Registered nurse, right, is RN? Okay, just wanted to make sure. And now let's talk to the kids right now. I know this might be your last year, which is very sad, but, now you can just leave it all on the field and just go out with a bang as much as you can. If we're talking to the kids now, if you were talking to a softball player right now, tell her something that if you had some advice for her, what would it be?
I would say play every game like it's your last. Last year I was a sophomore. I thought, I was going to get to play the whole season. It was going to go great, and then that got taken away from me and cut short so fast. And now, you never know what's going to happen. So I would definitely say play every game like it's your last.
There you go. Ashlyn Holland, our guest first baseman. Check her out, Chattanooga State softball this year. Thanks so much, Ashlyn.
Thank you.